Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin Abdelhak Barker, and I'd like to talk with you all about what is a Guardian Ad Litem. You might hear them referred to as a Guardian Ad Litem or a GAL, or sometimes even GAL. I'll be referring to it as a GAL. A GAL is someone who's been appointed by the court to basically conduct an investigation regarding issues of child custody and or parenting time, and to make recommendations to the court as to how the court should rule. Now, GALs are not only ever appointed for child-related issues. There are some times when they may be appropriate for other kinds of cases, but for today's purposes, I'm just going to focus in on the GAL's role in your child custody and or parenting time case. A GAL can be appointed if the court decides they'd like to appoint it, or if someone has made a request that a GAL be appointed. I serve as a GAL. I volunteer my time through Kids Voice of Indiana here in Indianapolis. They're an awesome organization. And in my experience as a GAL, they serve an extremely important role within our system. The GAL is kind of the eyes and ears for the court because they're doing things that a judge is not going to do, right? They might go into the parents' homes. They might go to the child's school. They're going to talk with members of the family. They may even talk with the child himself or herself, depending on their age. If they're really little, they might simply want to observe them in each parent's care and just make sure that the home environment is safe and clean and that the child's needs are being met. But if they're older, it's probably a little more appropriate that the GAL will be speaking with your child or your children directly. And this can occur in a number of different situations. The GAL might do it while they're visiting the home. They might do it at the child's school. They might set up an appointment to meet with the child. It's important that you are not coaching your child if a GAL is involved in your case. As someone who's trained as a GAL, it's usually pretty clear when this is going on, and it's not something that we like to see. So that doesn't mean that you can't let your child know that a GAL is coming to the home because it's a stranger, right? And we want to make sure that they're comfortable chatting with us. But I would be very careful to not go so far as to tell your child what they should be telling the GAL. It's usually pretty obvious. The GAL might make recommendations to the court in their final report, which is usually filed at least 10 days prior to any final hearing in the case. And the GAL may also even testify. So if you have things that are of concern, or if you have documentation that you'd like the GAL to review, it's usually best to let them know at that first meeting, because the investigation can sometimes take months, or it's not even outside of the realm of reasonableness that it might take a year or even longer. So the GAL is going to be working with your family for some time. And if you have things you want them to know, make sure that you let them know, and they can decide for themselves if they want to pursue that further in their investigation. School records, medical records, things like that, those are good things for the GAL to take a look at as well, to really get a feel for how's the child doing? What is the child's life like? What are their interests? What is their best subject in school? How have they been performing in school? How many absences do they have at school? All these things might become part of the GAL investigation. And always make sure that you're cooperating fully with the GAL. You never want to be that parent who doesn't let them into the home or who says, I'm not going to sign that release form, because the judge is going to order that you cooperate with the investigation so that the GAL can do their job and ultimately advocate for the best interests of your children. If you'd like to know more about GAL work, or if you have any other questions relating to family law, please feel free to contact our office, or you can check out our website for a little bit more information we have there.